Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dana, aka Blondie Knots here on YouTube, and if you're not new here, welcome back, my friend. So today we are going to be unboxing and reviewing the Woobles Haunted House box. This I saw come out in like June, I think, and I ordered it immediately. It just got here this week and I am so excited to deep dive into it with you. I will tell you, I bought this with my own money, so it's not sponsored, but I figured if this is something you're interested in, I wanted to give you my unbiased opinion on it because it is $150, so it's a little bit expensive, and I want you to know if you're gonna order it, if it's worth your money or not. I will also be doing a giveaway at the end of the video with some of these Woobles, so if you're interested in winning one, stick around to the end and I'll tell you how to win and what you could possibly win, all the things. Without further ado, there's not much else to say. Let's jump right into opening up the kit. Upon first impressions, I will let you guys know I am super impressed with the quality overall of the packaging. I'm a huge packaging person. I love a good packaging and I also love a good theme. So I already give Woobles a point for that. I think that was a really fun idea that they did. And also the box is just super high quality, and I guess it's reusable too. So once you pull all the Woobles out, you can set them up on the shelves, which I think was a really good strategy and just a cute idea overall. So a little bit about the Woobles kit before we actually dive into it. I did get this for $150. It was originally $185. I don't know if it's ever not on sale. The only times I've ever looked at it, it's always been on sale. So it might just be one of those things that makes you more excited to buy it because you feel like you're getting a good deal on it. For that $150 price tag, what you are going to receive is 4 full-size Wooble kits, 1 tiny tin for tiny bits, 1 collector's hook, 6 accessory kits, 1 trick-or-treat bag, and a display for your Woobles collection. So that's interesting that they say a display case because I think the box itself is a display case. So I wonder if this will get counted as one of the days as a gift. I'm not sure. We'll have to get into that more together. But if you take 13 divided by 150, that makes every piece in this kit about $11.50 approximately. So you'll have to decide yourself if that's a good deal to you. I did look up the price of a regular Wooble kit if you were to order one online, and the beginner kits are like $30 each. So you're at least, I guess, getting a deal there. But one thing I will say too, when you first go to open the box, it is a magnetic closure, so you can hear. Very nice. I love that sound. But as you open it, it does look like this. This little piece drops down. And as I mentioned off the bat, I'm super impressed with it visually. Everything seems really high quality, good quality, and it just looks really fun. Like if you're super into Halloween, this is something that I think you would get a lot of joy out of and have a fun time opening it as the days of October go by. But of course, we're just gonna get into it all at once. So let's start with obviously number 1. We'll work our way through the 13 days and then we will actually make one of the Woobles kits, review it, and see if it's good, if it's worth your money, all that good stuff. So we're starting off with day 1. We have this adorable little box here with the little tombstone and the worms, and on the back it actually says something too. So it says, "Welcome, brave Woobler, to the world of eerie stitches and ghostly loops. As you embark on this haunted crochet journey, beware each box holds a new mystery, a new challenge, and perhaps a few restless spirits. But look closely, some of these boxes have secrets of their own, transforming into parts of your spooky adventure. Don't toss them away too soon. Keep your hook steady and your yarn untangled and your courage high. The adventure has just begun. Will you make it to the end?" I genuinely hope we do. So let's just get right into number 1. This looks like it's going to be an actual Wooble kit itself because it is in one of the larger boxes. So I'm assuming that's what these boxes are. So right when you open it up, this is what it looks like in here. Very cute. And we have some of our very first yarn on top, as you can see there, and it looks like they have a bunch of stitch markers placed in. Oh, and I guess they start off your magic ring for you too, so that is really fascinating. Here you can see the project is started and they give you your little stitch markers, which are also color coded to the Halloween theme, which I really appreciate. The Woobles yarn is known to be like easy peasy style yarn, I think, so if you are a beginner, it is super easy to be able to pick up amigurumi, and I think Woobles for the most part is like a beginner based project style, so I love that too. I think that's a good way to excite people about getting into crocheting, amigurumi, whatever. This is our other color we got. It also is supposed to glow in the dark, so we have this like neon green color, which is nice, and This is, oh, this is our first project. So this is the first Wooble with the instructions inside. It looks like this one's like a little mummy or something. So let me just open this and see, because I can hear some stuff inside here. Okay, so it looks like his name is Amon, and it looks like you get a QR code on the back to go to the site to actually make the Wooble. I won't show it because it does have the password on it for the pattern, so I would feel bad doing that. So it looks like in the kit too, you also get 2 eyes, looks like maybe a nose, 3 safety backings, and a nice darning needle, which I always do love those. And then they also do include some black yarn, I'm assuming to do his little embroidery smile, so that is super cute, and that is all in this little package here. And then also in here we get a crochet hook. I wonder if we get one for every Wooble we make, hopefully so. But you have this nice little ergonomic hook in green. I really like that. Feels like a good hook, no complaints. And of course the stuffing for your little Wooble guy. I also will have to decide which Wooble I'm going to make for our review. So as we go through, I'll let you know my thoughts. But so far, Amon is very, very cute, and he is our first little mummy guy. All right, so that is number 1 and day 1. I'm just gonna put him over to the side here so we can see the box start to open up. There is a lot of detail on the inside, so we'll get to take a look at that as we go through. Number 2 looks like it's up here. So let's see if we can pull this out with our nails. It's a little bit trickier, but all right. We have this little cute shape here, and on the back it says release the chimney ghost here. Oh, I did see a slit in the box, so it looks like you can put that in. Another amazing detail, so cute. So let's get into this one. Trying to keep these boxes in good shape. And we have some type of purple packaging in here. Let's see. Okay, oh, so this is going to be our first little accessory. It is a glow-in-the-dark tiny toilet paper set. So, all right, that is our day 2. I'm not gonna open this because it will be part of the giveaway, so I will save it for the giveaway winner to open and enjoy, but I'm just gonna stick it back in number 2 and close that up. Super cute though, and we will move on to day 3. For day 3, we have an easy one to grab just right here. We have this jack-o'-lantern on the side, so very on brand for Halloween. And let's just get right into this little pumpkin guy. I see there's a slit up top here too, so there must be a little pumpkin stem somewhere in here, I'm sure. Yep, look, there it is. Adorable. They really did not miss with the details here. Okay, we have another accessory in here, another purple packaging, and this accessory, this is cute. This is our teeny tiny bat. I really love this one. I think it's so cute. I love the purple too. So, all right, another accessory. Let me put the stem back through this time so we can see what that looks like. Ah, there we go. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. I love. Okay, for day 4, we have enter at your own risk. On the back, it says hooked forever, Woobles, W. That's also very cute. And I'm going to take my best guess, and I think this is going to be another accessory, but let's see. Okay, this one's a much larger item, and I kind of tore the side, which I'm so sad about, but oh, this is probably our like trick or treat bag, I'm guessing, and looks like it is. Very small bag, but super cute nonetheless. This would also be great for your projects while you're working on it. It has like the little Wooble kits on the side. That's really cute. Hooked on treats on the back. Would not recommend this for actual trick-or-treating because you're not going to get much candy, but for the project itself and sake of creativity, I obviously very much like this. It's like a nice canvas material, so very high quality and super cute. So, all right, that was our day 4. I'm not gonna be able to put this back in there the same way, so excuse it like this, but it's going over just like this. Day 5, we have a very big box here, so I'm excited to see what this one is. And this has a little RIP coffin on it, and on this side it says, cross this threshold and prepare to Wooble forever. Day 5. All right, let's see what's inside of day 5. Ooh! We have a kit in this one. Look how cute they did this with like the coffin lining inside. I think that is so creative, so cute. I'm gonna guess this is a vampire, but let's see. We got gray for this one. We have black. We got a little bit of purple here. We have some red and a very little bit of white. We also did get another crochet hook, so I'm very happy to see that. I'm glad we're getting a hook with every single day. And then we also did get some stuffing as well for this one. And yes, this is a very cute vampire. There she is. I think it's a girl vampire. Let's look. We'll at least get her name. I won't pull her out. Agatha. Agatha the vampire. So how stinking adorable. This is Agatha, and I'm just gonna set her all back in here. I didn't know exactly what to expect as far as which Woobles are coming, so it's kind of a surprise as we go. I think there's a werewolf though, and I kind of feel like that's the one I want to make, but we'll see as we go. So there is day 5. Loved this packaging, I think, the most so far. So for day 6, we have another little cute pumpkin box. I'm gonna guess again, this is going to be a accessory, but let's see. Yes, I'm seeing some more purple packaging here. This one is going to be a tiny spider. I'm guessing these smaller ones don't come with the hook, just so you know. I think it's just the materials to make it, no hook included. Get day 6 back in there, put the little pumpkin stem up. Oh my gosh, just so cute, so cute. Okay, looks like day 7 is this longer box at the bottom. It says Dare to Werewolf, Agatha the Vampire. So this looks like some Twilight stuff, some vampires versus werewolf. Oh, this I think is our, not I think, I can tell. This is the collector's hook in here. So let's see. It looks like it has all the characters on it. It says caution, and very adorable. I really like this, and these hooks honestly do feel really good. I think they're all in a 4mm if I'm not mistaken. So again, super good attention to detail, and that was day 7. That was one of the things I was most excited to see, so I'm glad we got to open that. All right, and we are moving along here, cruising along. We are on to day 8. Okay, so for day 8, we can see we have a little bit of a different box here. We have this little like candle fireplace on the back, or on the side, excuse me, and then on the back we have some more detailing. Maybe it was a letter or something like that. And also just 1 second for how beautiful the box on the inside is. I am actually blown away by all the detail and attention that was put into the box itself. So I just wanted to show that off really quick, even down to like the flooring they did, and it's really done well, I will say. So let's see what we got for day 8, because I have obviously no idea. Okay, looks like we have another accessory in here. And let's see what this one is. This is going to be our tiny skull. It does look like all the accessories are glow in the dark, so that's super cool. All right, we'll put day 8 back in its case, and we just have a couple days left. So let's move on to day number 9 and see what's in there. Day 9 has a very beautiful box here. I love this little eyeball looking through the peephole, and on the side here it says, the beast has fallen, but the curse lingers. Do not touch the bones. Let's see if there's anything on the back of this one. Nope, that's it. I'm assuming this is going to be another of our Wooble characters, so let's see which one this is. We only look like we have 1 left on day 13, so yep. We did get another character, so we have some white yarn on top. I do like that they start the magic ring for you. I think that's a really cool little touch that they do, and I feel like I've heard that before, but again, I've never purchased a Wooble kit, so I wasn't sure. And we have all the yarn. All the yarn is that same very tubey, almost shoelace style yarn, but I think, again, really good for beginners. We got another orange hook, and yeah, this isn't a 4mm, so I'm assuming they all are 4mm there. We have the stuffing for this one, and then this is going to be our little skeleton guy. So here he is. Again, let's just take a look at his name because it's fun to know what their names are. All right, this is Edgar. Very nice to meet you, Edgar the skeleton. Let me just get him all situated back in his box. Still no werewolf yet, so that's interesting. Now I'm starting to wonder if there is going to be a werewolf, but we shall see as we go. I also tried not to look at any spoilers for the kit, so we are just finding this out together, but there is day 9, super cute. On to day 10, we have another little pumpkin right here and another hole for the stem. Again, just such a great touch. Here's our little jack-o'-lantern on the side, and how do we get into, oh, here we go. Let's get into this one. We have another little accessory. Let's see who this is. This is a little tiny coffin, which is very cute. It just has RIP on it. Very fun. And the inside of this box is actually green. I don't remember if the other jack-o'-lantern ones were or not, but very nice. Little touch there. So let's pop this all back into here. And that was day 10. On to day 11, we just have another skinny little box over here. So let's see what this one is. This one says R.I.P. Amon the Mummy, and on this side it says R.I.P. Edgar the Skeleton. So not sure what's going to be in this one, but let's see together. It sounds like another hook is in here or something. Oh, this is a little tin that they mentioned, so you can hold your little stitch markers and eyeballs, all that good stuff. It's got the Wooble thing there with the caution tape. Very cute. I did also get another little tin like this, but not Halloween themed, when I ordered the kit, and it actually sticks to the side of the container because it is magnetic. So that's also just a really fun little touch I thought I'd mention, because when mine came, it was stuck like this, and I'm like, how is it doing that? And then when I realized it was magnetic. So super cool, fun little touch. Let's put this little tin back away. And we are on to day 12, only 2 days left. Okay, for day 12, we have this like Frankenstein looking box. Got a little ear here on the side, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, there's his face. Oh, it's actually a ghost. It's not Frankenstein. Okay, I had it all the wrong way. But this is a cute little ghosty guy. So this is our first ghost, which is interesting. Let's see what's in here. We have, I believe, yeah, our last little accessory. So let me see. This is going to be a little tiny moon. Very cute. And I'm hoping that this little tiny moon is supposed to go with our werewolf. Who knows? Let's see if number 13, our last box of the set, is going to be a werewolf. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Of course, it would wait till like the last one to see. We have a little lock on the back, so he must be dangerous. I'm hoping that's a good sign. And let's see what's in here. Very promising, very promising. We have some brown and blue yarn up top, so I'm guessing it's a werewolf. All right, black and white. Yeah, here's the blue. I love that blue. It's super fun and electric. And the brown, of course, for our werewolf. Let's hope. Yes, we have a lighter brown too. And yes, look at that. Number 13 was our werewolf friend. How fun is that? Let's open him and see his name.
Dave.
Wasn't expecting that name for him, not gonna lie, but okay. Let me set this all back in here. So it looks like the box was not included as one of the days, which I'm actually really glad about. I think that would have been a little bit of a cop-out for one of the days, if I'm being honest. But luckily, every day had its own little surprise. So that was all 13 days of the box. Now I think it's pretty obvious I'm going to be making Dave the werewolf, and if Dave does not have a glow-in-the-dark element to him, I'll open one of the other boxes and just test the yarn just to see if it's glow-in-the-dark, because I would like to know that. But that is all 13 days of our haunted house box. Let me know so far your thoughts overall. Are you impressed with just the unboxing part of it before we even get into the review? I'd love to hear what you're thinking at the moment, and thank goodness we did actually end up surviving this portion of the video. I was a little bit worried for a second. So let's get right into the review. Let me introduce you to Dave. We have officially woobled our first wooble, and we are now wooblers. Here is our cutie little werewolf, Dave. I am so just, first of all, impressed with the way he came out. He is so stinking cute. I do think he looks just like the picture, which I'm actually surprised about, and I'll get more into that in a second. But I just wanted to show you what he looks like all worked up and tell you about the process of him, what I think of the materials, and all of that stuff. So first off, let's talk about the process of Dave. So going into this, we had a little bit of a rough start, me and Dave, didn't we? Because I went to go scan his QR code and I could not pull it up for the life of me. I tried multiple times on my phone. I tried my husband's phone, and I just could not pull up this dang QR code. Luckily, it's super easy to go to their website and just punch in the name of your character there, and that way you can pull it up. Luckily, the password did work, so I was able to get into the pattern. When you pull up the pattern, it goes right into basically a step-by-step video guide for super beginner crocheters, and I was a little bit nervous because I was thinking, am I gonna have to watch all all of these videos and all of these steps just to find out how to make the pattern, but luckily I looked into it a little bit more and I was able to finally find the written pattern. So once I found that, it was really smooth sailing from there. As far as the giveaway kits go too, I'm going to print off the patterns for you guys and put them in the box so that way you don't have to try to navigate the website if you don't need some, you know, step-by-step tips on how to crochet. So that's probably my only critique as far as the pattern itself goes. Other than that, it's really easy to read and super easy to follow. There's lots of pictures included even in the written steps, so if you get a little confused, you can definitely reference the photos there. But as I mentioned, besides that, everything else about Dave was very easy. I will say once I did his body and his pants, I was a little bit nervous because he was really just looking like a potato, but I decided to just trust the process, and I'm glad I did because I think he came out just as cute or maybe even a little bit cuter than what I expected. He certainly has like that woobly look to him. I think Woobles kind of have like their own signature little look. I definitely think he fits into that category, but I don't think that makes him any less cute. I really do love him, and I love his little tail. That was an unexpected part of the pattern for me. I didn't realize that he was going to have a tail attached, but I think it's a really cute little addition to our little Dave. As far as the materials and quality of the materials go, I did tell you guys I was skeptical about the yarn going into it. I thought the shoelace yarn wasn't going to be very good for amigurumi, and I stand corrected. I did end up actually really enjoying working with this yarn. It's so easy to work with, and I know that's so beginners can pick up on it really quickly, so I did actually come to really enjoy the yarn. The hook was a really quality nice hook. I liked how ergonomic it was. I liked the length of the hook. It was nice and sturdy. I didn't have any issues. The quality of the yarn was also great. I had no factory knots. It was very consistent throughout, and yeah, I just have no complaints as far as any of the materials go. The safety eyes were super easy to pop in. The backs clipped on really nicely. That third safety eye that I actually originally thought was like a plastic nose they included is just an extra eye, which is great because in case you lose one or maybe one's not clicking in correctly, you can just swap it out really fast. So that was also very good. And other things like the darning needle was super good. All the stitch markers worked. I had plenty of yarn left over. In fact, I have like all of this as far as the blue yarn goes. The one I have the least amount of is definitely the brown that we used for the main body of Dave, and I have quite a bit of the other yarns as well. The only one I ran super close on was the white, and that was just because I wasn't being very conservative with my usage. I was kind of, you know, being a little willy-nilly with it, and I should have been a little more careful because I didn't realize I didn't have as much as maybe I thought I did, but I still had plenty, and I still was able to complete Dave and make him look exactly as I hoped and expected that he would come out. Probably the shining star quality wise, surprisingly, is the polyfill. I don't know where they get their polyfill from, but it was such luxurious polyfill compared to what I buy in the giant 5-pound container. I really was so impressed with it, and it just made him extra plush and squishy, and this yarn definitely also helped to make him super squishy and cute. So I do really love that, but as you can tell, I really just like Dave as a whole. I think he is so adorable, and just his quality overall I'm very impressed with. I really did do my best to find things I didn't like about this kit, but I really don't have too much to critique on. I did also take his box and pop out his little holes in his jail cell so we could just see if those also came out nicely, and they popped out great. So again, another plus for the quality. He can go in here, not super easily because his tail and nose does stick out, but if you wanted him to be in here, you can finagle him to fit in, and you know, you can stick his little snoot out or whatever. So that's also a cute little touch. Not that you would do that, but if you wanted to, you definitely could. Dave's pattern is listed as beginner plus, as is I think all of the other kits except for Amon the Mummy, I think is just regular beginner. So I will say I also think he was very accurately ranked as far as difficulty level goes. It is interesting how they do give you the one initial magic ring, but then you have to make so many more throughout the pattern. So if you're very beginner, you might find a little bit of challenge in that, because besides the one they started for us, we also had to make 2 for the ears, 1 for the snout, 2 for the arms, and then another one for the tail. So that is another 6 magic rings on top of the one they start for you. So I'm assuming maybe that's what the difference is between beginner and beginner plus. Maybe Amon just has the one they start for you. That's the only thing I could see that would trip you up if you are a very beginner, but like I said, they do have video tutorials on everything, so you could learn it on there. I just know that a magic ring can be super overwhelming for a very beginner, but I do also think the more I work this pattern, the more I kind of can justify that $30 price tag that they put on the Wooble kits when you purchase them, because you also are getting a full written pattern, a full video tutorial, step-by-step broken down for you, a couple stitch markers, that really nice polyfill, the eyes, the hook. So I do understand a little bit more now the $30 price tag. I found that to be the most ridiculous part of the Woobles at the beginning, but I'm starting to warm up to it, and I would actually recommend doing a beginner Wooble for a beginner crocheter or someone who is new into amigurumi. I think these can be a great way to keep someone super encouraged who's new to crochet or new to amigurumi, and keep them from giving up or just feeling like it's too hard, which is always something I'm really looking for in a beginner kit, because obviously it's no fun when you're getting super frustrated at something, and I would hate for someone to start with something and get so frustrated with it and think it's too difficult that they just give up entirely. So I think this is a great way where you can have something in a couple hours worth of work and feel really proud of it, especially as a beginner. So another huge plus for that. I think overall I give Dave the werewolf a 4.7 out of 5. I'm taking those 0.3s because his QR code didn't work. That's probably the only real critique I have about the pattern in general, is just the fact that that didn't scan. But if he would have scanned, I probably would have to give him 5 out of 5 because he's just so absolutely adorable. Let me know what you guys think of Dave. I'd love to hear your thoughts on him if you think he's a cutie pie. But yeah, I think the snout is my favorite part. It's so cute and pointy, and he just is really so adorable. So in making Dave, the only thing we were unable to test is whether or not the glow in the dark yarn really works. So I'm gonna pass you over to me at night, and we will double check that glow in the dark yarn, see if it really does glow in the dark, and then we'll go over my final thoughts as far as the Woobles Haunted House box goes, and probably what you're most excited for, the giveaway, and how to enter to win. So I will catch you in just a second with those details, but let's check this yarn really fast and see what's up. Hey guys, it's me. It is time to test the glow in the dark yarn to see if it works. I have it like charging, I guess you could call it. I set it by a light so that it could get like the maximum amount of power. However, glow in the dark stuff works, you usually have to put it like by a light. So we're gonna grab it and go into my closet and see if it works or not. I'm fairly certain it's gonna work. I have pretty high hopes, but we're just gonna see just to be sure. Let me close this. Oh my gosh, it is extremely glow in the dark. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting it to be this vibrant. This is crazy. And how it's picking up on camera is exactly how it looks in real life. Okay, can confirm the glow in the dark yarn actually glows. Very impressed. So overall, guys, my final thoughts on the kit as a whole, the Haunted House box, I think it's a really fun idea. I love the theme. I think they nailed it. They did a lot of little details that really meant a lot to me, and I think made the kit really cute and fun for any age group, any level of crocheter. So I have to give them a 10 out of 10 when it comes to the theme. They were really dedicated to the Halloween theme, and I can really appreciate that. I think the only accessory that I thought was a little bit off theme was the toilet paper, but maybe I'm just missing something there, I'm not sure. Everything else I thought was so adorable and so cute. Of course, the quality I also have to give a 10 out of 10. I think it was really good quality. Every item really impressed me, and all the packaging was so great. And lastly, when it comes to the price of the kit, I think for every item being right around that $11.50 price tag, you are definitely getting your money's worth. There are, of course, a couple items that aren't really worth probably $11.50 each, such as like the Wooble tin and stuff like that, maybe some of the accessories, but some of the other items are probably worth a lot more. I mean, we see on their website the items itself are usually about $30. So I think you're definitely getting your money's worth. Do I think you need to spend $150 on a Halloween kit? I think that's completely up to you and how much you love Halloween, if you want something fun to count down Halloween to. So as a whole, I think I have to give the kit like a 9.5 out of 10. I think I would maybe change the toilet paper and hopefully some of the other QR codes scan. I can't really speak for those, but those are the only two critiques I have. It would have been cute to get like a nice set of scissors for one of the days maybe that were like kind of Halloween themed, but those are my final thoughts on the kit. Again, this was not sponsored, so these are all my own thoughts and opinions. and I did try to be as hard as I could on it so I could give you my honest review. But now let's get into the giveaway portion and how you can enter to win one of these Wooble kits. So as far as winners go, we are going to have 4 separate winners. So you can enter to win either Agatha the vampire, Edgar the skeleton, or Amon the mummy. And these are all unworked kits. As you saw, I didn't even take them out of their packaging. Along with those 3 unworked Woobles, if you enter to win, you will also receive 2 accessories that I'll just choose at random and divvy up between the 3 unworked Wooble bags. So that will be what you win if you decide to enter to win one of those. And for our 4th winner, if you want to enter to win a completed Wooble, I am also going to include Dave in the giveaway. So if you are interested in winning a Wooble that is already worked up, I'm going to put Dave up in the giveaway as well. And if you enter to win him, you are going to win the blue crochet hook he comes with. I'm also going to give you the trick or treat bag with that and the little Woobles Halloween tin. So that's what you can expect to win if you enter to win Dave. And like I said, the other 3 Woobles will come unworked and with 2 random accessories as well. So in order to enter, all you have to do is click the link in my description box. It'll take you to a Google form. Fill that out for me and then come back to the video. Make sure you're subscribed first of all to the channel. Give the video a like and then comment down either done, a Halloween emoji, or which one of the Woobles you entered to win, just so I can know, and that'll help finalize your submission, of course. I will be selecting the winners on September 21st, so you have about a month to enter. That will be a Sunday, so in Monday's upload on September 22nd, I will announce the winners. I will also post them on my community tab, so in case you miss it in the video or you missed the video, you can check over there to see if you won. And even on the 22nd, if you receive an email from me, just go check the community tab to make sure your name is over there. I want to keep you guys safe and protected, and so that is just a good way to make sure you're not giving your information to anyone other than me so I can send you your kit. But that is all for today, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this fun little review video. I love doing these types of videos where we just review a product, see what we think about it, and then I am able to give some of it away to you guys. If there's any other crochet or knit tools or kits out there that you're interested in having me try, leave them in the comments below and I will definitely look into them. I'll spend my money on it so you don't have to, and we can see what it's all about. I love seeing what you guys are excited about and maybe what you'd be more interested in learning more on. But other than that, that's all I have for you guys. If you're new here and you feel like sticking around or you want to win the giveaway, make sure you're subscribed again. Click the like button before you leave here today and comment down to finalize your submission. Thank you for letting me take up a little bit of your time here on the internet today. I'll be seeing you guys in my next one soon. Bye!